Is this 7474 chip? It is a 14-pin chip. You're familiar with 14-pin chips. It has two flip-flops in it. Now, up till now, everything we've used has pretty much been a control like the 7404 where it inverted something, or even, I don't know if you did the 7402, but it was just a buffer and it just buffered things. And 7400 has a couple of inputs and one output, so it can make decisions and things like that. This particular chip allows you to latch and unlatch a particular bit. So you may want to turn on a motor, and then a little later you may want to turn it back off. And you may want it to stay turned on until you come back to it, okay? Or a lead or something like that, which we will be using LEDs today, okay? So it has two flip-flops in this chip. If you need more than that, you just got to add more chips, okay? We're going to cascade them together so that if we put data in one end, it will travel through the flip-flops as they're toggled. We call it toggling. And let's talk about the actual flip-flop here. Flip-flop has several inputs. It has a D. The D can be 0 or 1. That's data. That's why it's called D anyway, data. And so it can be a 0 or a 1. So I can put a 0 or a 1 in there depending on what I want. Whatever I put in there will determine what Q and Q naught. So those two are called Q and Q naught. Now we all know that if there's a line over the top of it, that's a 0, and if there's no line, it's a 1. So normally what we're going to see is the flip-flop's going to start here, if we're looking at this one, as a 0 and a 1 on the output. So here's the flip-flop right here, and this is Q naught, and this is Q. And when I look at the output, that's what I'm going to see. Now, if I clear it, notice it has a little dot where the clear is. That means we're going to pull it low, right? So we pull it low to take care of it from pin 1, clears it, and it sets it to this right here. Okay? So every time I clear it, that's where I'm going to end up, it's right there. If I put a number, 0 or 1, on D, and then I clock it, how would we clock it? Well, we got a 555, right? Everybody's got one that runs, right? Okay? So we're not going to build the 555, we're just going to let it run, and we're going to pull a wire off of it and pull it over to our 7474, okay, and utilize it, okay?